Our Tuscans at Oulton Park. Mike Jordan and Greg Catton have won the two heats, and they will start on the front row of the grid. Michael Caine, the fastest man in qualifying, will be right behind them. Well, away goes the 37-car field, a massive entry, even by TVR Tuscan standards, and Catton immediately taking the lead. Well, it didn't look like a very clean getaway from Mike Jordan on the outside of the front row of the grid. The rest of the field managed to squeeze through. Jordan still in second from Troy Dunlop. Steve Sutcliffe nearest the camera, fighting with Michael Caine, the fastest man in qualifying. And leaving the pits behind everybody else, Martin Crass in car number 21. So Catton, Jordan, Dunlop, then Sutcliffe ahead of Caine. There's Ben Samuelson, TVR's press officer with the checkered flag on the nose of the 88 car, having one of his occasional races. Of course, the chairman of the company in the middle of the group there, just ahead of this battle. He races every weekend, but then he does own TVR, so that's fair. Catton then, Mike Jordan now easing away from the wine-coloured car of Troy Dunlop, and Sutcliffe similarly easing away from Michael Caine. Next up, the silver car, Ashley Ward there, and he was under pressure from Steve Hyde and Ed Sharp. Well, plenty of battling for position going on here. Down the left-hand side of the picture comes the chairman, Peter Wheeler, and he picks up a place from Matt Doman as well. But look at this, Mike Jordan with Greg Catton first and second, and Jordan piling on the pressure on the race leader. There is Giles Cooper. He was 7th quickest in qualifying, didn't have a good heat though, he started well back. Jordan right with the race leader as they come across the start line. He's going to the inside. Mike Jordan going for the race lead in 77. Gets under Greg Catton under braking. Takes the lead as we ride with Catton. Mike Jordan, Greg Catton first and second, 77 and 7. Down they come. Tricky bottom of the hill. Jordan stays in control. Dunlop third, Sutcliffe fourth. Little wiggle from the 5th place man, Michael Caine. Lock up there from Mike Jordan in the race lead. There is Ashley Ward, then Hyde and Sharp, and the rest of the field squabbling away. Steve Cole locks a brake, and that may cost him a place. There's Ben Samuelson, still running well. Ward, Hyde, Sharp, Cole did lose a spot there. Matt Doman goes past him in the 34 machine, so too does Giles Cooper. In fact, they're all queuing over to have a go at Steve Hyde. On board with John Hartshorn. There's Martin Crass going past him. Hartshorn out-braking himself there at the top of the hill. Now plunging over the rise. And that's a blind corner, as several of them are here at Oulton Park. Jordan, Catton, Dunlop, Caine running wide there in 5th place, trying to get a good slingshot run out of the Shell Oils hairpin. And he may have closed up on Sutcliffe there. Ashley Ward now alongside. And off goes Matt Doman. So Doman outbrakes himself going in, and into the gravel he goes. Ashley Ward got a good run through there. Oh, in fact, Matt Doman didn't go off on his own. Looks like Steve Cole went off as well. Thinks about opening his door, then thinks again. 3rd place is the wine-coloured car of Troy Dunlop. Steve Sutcliffe and Michael Caine right with him. Caine half a second faster than anyone in qualifying. Started his wet weather heat on wet tyres, it dried out, and he had to change tyres in the pits. Went the wrong way with his guesswork, but he fought back up to 3rd, which is the row of the grid he started on in this race. Now he goes past Sutcliffe. He's up into 4th place. So there is Sutcliffe back down to 5th. Michael Caine races on. Steve Cole doesn't know, coming into the pits in the number 3 machine. White car is Peter Dodd ahead of Peter Wheeler. And right behind them, well, there's Howard Brearley with Martin Crass chasing him, and going off in between them, Den Lyon in car number 28. Oh, my goodness me. That would have put the willies up Howard Brearley, and no mistake. Dunlop now under pressure from Caine. This is for 3rd place, don't forget. Jordan and Catton already out of this Fulston chicane. Oh, and Caine on the grass. He's got a problem. The car not going where he wanted it to there. Very strange. It just edged right over the road onto the grass. Now, I'm not sure what was going on there at all. Maybe he's just got a puncture, or there was some sticking in the steering or something. Big slide for Bill Collins. Looks like he's lost the engine there as well. Oh, and a problem for the race leader. This is Mike Jordan. Smoke billowing into the cockpit from the engine bay or from inside the car. He doesn't like the look of it either way. He's bailing out very quickly. Well, he hasn't hit the ignition kill switch because it's still got the headlights on, so that won't help much. Ashley Ward goes past the smoking car. It's the Shell Oil's hairpin, which means that Greg Catton now leads. Michael Caine is in second place. The marshals are going to have to wait for all the traffic to go before they can get to the outside of the circuit. Right, they're going to have to run over with the fire extinguisher. Yeah, all clear, and it's well alight. Well, the marshals from the outside didn't exactly get there quickly either. Mike Jordan had to go over and get them, and he was back at the car before they were. Well, they're working on the car now. Yellow flags are out. So Catton leads, Dunlop second, and Caine and Sutcliffe battling for third. Caine holds on from Steve Sutcliffe. So Greg Catton back in the lead. Troy Dunlop second place, Michael Caine third. And there, the white car of Steve Sutcliffe behind him. Mike Jordan looks very hot and bothered there. Going back to try and check what's going on with the car. No point turning the safety cut off now. Anyway, Catton, well, he and Jordan had the legs on the rest of the field before Jordan's problem. Looks as though this one is in the bag for Catton, unless he has a similar problem. Battle behind, Dunlop, Caine. Caine locks a wheel. Sutcliffe can't get by there. Denline in the black car. Roger Arversog in the green machine. Nearly loses it there. Holds on down the... Where's the black car? Oh, there he is! Denline on the grass. Oh no! Well, he hit the purple car of Phil Dyer, and I'm sure Dyer hit Arversog as well. Denline with the novices cross on the back of the car. He's out of the race. Through goes the race leader. Ooh, that was close. Right in front of the leaders, that three-way incident. Now riding with Greg Catton, coming down to where Mike Jordan had his problem earlier on. And there is the 24 car, Phil Dyer trying to get it back on track. Looks a bit damaged to me though. 3 goes Steve Hyde, passes him. And I think Phil Dyer is just heading slowly back to the pits. The left front suspension is broken, and he will find that out fairly soon. In fact, I'm sure he can hear now the tyre being scrubbed along the ground. Yes, he can. He pulls off. So, drama upon crisis then. This is Mike Jordan retiring, don't forget, from the race lead. There, I think he switches off the emergency cutout. Or maybe that's when the engine stops. Now the battery cuts back in. Either way, the car well ablaze for a while before the marshals got to it. Jordan bailing out of the car and the race lead. And look at this one. Well, we were watching there as Arversog lost the green machine. We didn't see Den Lyon going straight on. Comes back in, bang, bang, bang. That was a big one, and that was right in front of the race leader at that stage, Greg Catton. I think Catton was lucky to escape there without any other sliding cars rolling onto the track and hitting him. Catton leading then. Troy Dunlop in second place. Michael Caine and Steve Sutcliffe third and fourth. But for Greg Catton, it's going to be victory at Oulton Park. Troy Dunlop in second place. Couldn't catch him though, just couldn't stay with the pace. Greg Catton wins his heat and wins overall. Ashley Ward coming to the line in fifth place after a close battle all the way with Ed Sharp. But there is your top 3, Catton, Dunlop and Caine. Well, that's how they finished at Oulton Park, and this is what it's done to the championship. Caine still leads, but Dunlop closes.